And we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Purdue White versus AU Wonks. The game will be starting shortly. We're currently waiting in a custom lobby as everybody is joining. But to introduce myself, I am Breath.
Hello, I am Viper.
Tonight we'll be casting the game for you. So we know very little about the two teams so far. The season just started this past week. The teams have not had a lot of chance to practice games themselves, but we do know a little bit about a few of the players. Mercy Gamer Girl, otherwise known as Dill, is a player that was sub for the varsity team last year, I believe. As well as LTW Rules and Squelks are two names that I also recognize from past year's teams.
I know Dill is their team captain.
Yes, and I think Dill was actually the team captain for the varsity team
last year.
Yeah, for Black the varsity team last year.
Yep.
So he's been taking on a lot of captain roles. But they're just getting their aim all warmed up at the moment, and soon we'll be going into a lobby. Tonight their foe is going to be the AU Wonks, American University Wonks, which we were looking a little bit into them, and it is a university from Washington DC, which I am actually taking a vacation to go visit with my girlfriend this weekend. So maybe I'll get a chance to visit the AU Wonks after Purdue dominates them. We'll see if that happens, but hopefully all good things are coming. Don't know much about what the other players play. We just heard a little bit earlier that Squelks is the flex support for the team, so Squelks will be mostly on Ilari and Ana, it sounds like. I think still Mercy Gamer Girl is another support player. Is that true? Viper?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll be playing Mercy, Zen, and Kiri.
Okay. Interesting. It sounded like Squelks was very much lobby now, so we'll move over to there. But I believe Squelks. It sounded like Squelks was very certain that they would be. Viper, are you able to get into the game? It's not letting me.
No, it's not.
No. Okay, I'll. Squelks said that they were going to be on Ilari and Ana, and it sounded like they were very firm in that. Both Ilari and Ana are typically considered flex support, whereas Mercy's and what you said there was a third character that Dill played?
Just looking at their career profile, Mercy, Zen, and Kiriko. I did get into the lobby, and I will invite you.
I'm in, but thank you. I'm with you. Yeah, so...
And Purdue is the away team.
Okay, alright, that sounds good. Let me switch around the team banners real quick. But so, all of the characters that we have mentioned so far as the supports that Purdue White is going to be playing are all flex support. And I suppose this has probably changed over time, but typically Overwatch esports always likes to have both flex supports and main supports to kind of complement each other's weaknesses. And so every once in a while you see a double flex support meta, but not super often. So it's something that if you're gonna run double flex supports, you need both of your supports to be very good at what they do. So Mercy Gamer Girl and Squelks will need to be able to bring the damage and utility that the double flex typically provide in order to really shine there.
Definitely looks like one of their DPS seems to be a Reaper player. Oh wait, nope. Their tank is a Reaper player.
Tank is a Reaper player. How do you know their tank? Just based on heist.
Typical setup is actually, yeah, their setup isn't the typical because it's typically DPS, tank in the middle, then the 2 supports
Gotcha.
at the bottom.
I
But I
when
don't think it's right because
they don't have
Dill's at
everybody
the
yet.
top.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. I back when I played, it always seemed to be a point of contention about whether it goes DPS tank support, or if it should be ordered tank DPS support. I've heard both ways, but
Got it. Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to pronounce this right. It's Whirls is their tank. Amity is their hit scan. Wow, I am having a hard time pronouncing these usernames.
Amity
Yeah,
is
Dill.
it's the AU Wonks hit scan?
I don't know because the names are different from Discord to.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm sure we'll be able to see in a second when they move around the setups. But
Yeah, it was just listed in the main chat.
gotcha.
Mercy Gamer Girl is main support. Squelks is their flex.
I think the typical rank of the players here is around Diamond to Masters. Is exciting. It means it's more of a high ranked game that we're looking at. Pepper seems to be the exception to that. Maybe there's multiple exceptions. But
I think they have someone in GM, it looks like.
which one's in GM?
Mango Kiwis. At least I think that's GM.
I think at least the one for this season is Masters. So Masters 4 and Masters 5 on damage and support for Mango Kiwis. But yes, so we've got a bit of a range.
They have,
but
yeah, they have a few golds and silver players. 2 golds. So this will be definitely an exciting match to see.
Will be an exciting match. If I had to guess, I would say that the player is going to be their tank. It seems like they are only ranked on tank and nothing else, and they're diamond in that. So, looks like they may be a Doom player, someone after my own heart. I am also a Doomfist lover. Doomfist and Sigma, 2 very different types of comps. Interesting.
Yeah, I always find Doomfist to be one of the harder tanks to go against.
He certainly is. He is a tank that it is quite easy to, well, I shouldn't say easy. If you are able to punish him, he falls apart very quickly. But if you're not able to punish him, you can kind of just run through your team, and there's not a lot that you can do about it. Typically, you prefer to have Lucio, Lifeweaver, Brig, those kind of main supports that have a little bit more AoE heals to help in order to go against Doom. So I think the double flex setup that we've got here will be interesting. Zen is typically very good against Doom, so we may see Mercy Gamer Girl come out on Zen at some point in order to deal with that.
I'm definitely sensing a Doom ban at a point in time.
Yes. I maybe not in the first round, but it'll certainly come pretty soon. So. I had the opportunity to play against Dill at one point in time last year, and I don't know about all the other players on Purdue White, but I know that for sure Dill is a very, very good Mercy player, and so when I played against him before, we ended up having to ban his Mercy in one of the rounds because it was so it was just res after res after res being thrown against us, and when you've got a really good Mercy on the enemy team that knows how to do it through walls and whatnot, it's a lot.
See, I played against them this summer during Summer League, which was just a little bit of a fun league. Their Kiriko is nothing to mess with either. Their Kiriko game is strong.
I do remember their Kiriko game. Were able to hit kunais like nobody's business, and that could definitely be a source of contention here. So
I don't know, their headshots are kind of like insane. One
yeah,
time I was
absolutely.
going behind them as Sombra, they turned around and I was like a deer in headlights.
Yeah, it's Kiriko's I think an interesting character because he is one that can kind of have a lot of damage out of nowhere.
She's definitely a very like flexible support. And she has a lot of utility, I feel like.
He absolutely does. Suzu is one of the most hated
Strongest
abilities of the
ability.
game. Yeah. It is
Oh, we have an Echo ban from AU.
Echo ban. Interesting. Is Do we have an Echo player on Purdue White, or is Echo I I think Echo's decent right now. I haven't heard of teams banning Echo. I'd like everybody to appreciate the fact that we have uh little ban icons that you'll be able to see in the top left since AU Wonks has banned Echo. That was from some
From Drake and
to Drake.
Blaze.
Okay, perfect. Thank you
Yep.
to Drake and Blaze for setting up the OBS overlay. Like, looks great. So be able to keep track of all those different bans for the games. As a reminder, each one of these rounds, I believe it's a best of 3 that we're going to be going to. Is that right, Viper? In terms of the number of rounds?
I'm not sure for them because they're in a different
League.
thing that different league than what I've played in. We did best of 5 in my league, but I don't know
Okay.
exactly.
You're right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I said best of 3, and I think I meant first to 3.
Best.
I never remember which ones means which. But yes, I think you're probably right. As long as the same league as we run last year, it should be best of 5. So it'll be first team to get to 3 points. And in each of those individual rounds, a different character is banned by each team. The team that loses the previous map, I believe, gets first ban on the next hero. And then the other stipulation is that when one team bans one hero, the other team cannot ban a hero of the same class. So now that AU Wonks has banned Echo, Purdue White is unable to ban another DPS, so they'll have to choose a support or a tank to ban. And then additionally, the other stipulation is that you can't ban the same character twice. You can't ban a character that has been banned before.
Character twice.
Yes. So like for Purdue
So now
White,
they banned Echo.
right?
They cannot ban Echo. AU Wonks cannot ban Echo again for this whole.
And I believe
matches.
Purdue White isn't able to ban Echo anymore either, even if they so choose. Looks like there's some technical difficulties that they were trying to work through at the moment. In this past year, the league that the teams play in implemented a system in which teams need to check in online, and if they don't check in within 15 minutes of the assigned start time, or I think it's even less than that actually, there is some issues that they need to get through in terms of talking with the admins in order to show that they were actually there on time and that they aren't forfeiting the game. Looks like Purdue White is banning Doom, so you absolutely called it, Viper.
It seems like their tank also plays Winston, though. especially in the more recent comp season.
Yeah, maybe we'll see multiple different different heroes there. It is. I feel like it's a little dangerous to ban Doom so early. I I have fears that that it could come back to bite them if it's not if Doom ends up being a big issue. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Like we'll be getting into this game in just a moment.
I do like Samoa for the first map choice, though.
Yeah,
I haven't really seen that one.
Samoa isn't played very often.
Looking like we got a Cassidy and a Sigma
Sigma
the
Genji
other
from
team.
AU Wonks. Interesting. So who is their tank?
Lucio
Oh,
and Zarya.
their tank is Pepper. Okay. I was thinking that Player was their tank.
Initiating match.
Got a brief mistake. Hopefully the heroes will be coming in a second, but yeah, we've got Samoa as the first map. Which is I think extra interesting because typically the first map in I think at least 90% of the matches that I've played, always in the first map, you pick some kind of a control in Overwatch esports. But almost 90% of the matches that I've played always have Li Zhong as the first map that gets picked. So you don't really see any other kind of control map. So Samoa's a little exciting that we get to shake it up a little bit.
Ooh, we have a Hazard on Purdue White. We have a Reaper, an Alari, a Lucio,
Interesting.
and a Sojourn. Oh, we have a Juno.
Switching back over to Juno.
Instead of the
Okay.
Lucio.
So we've got Ilari and Lucio on the Ilari and Lucio on the side of Purdue White, whereas support lines we've got Kiriko and Lucio coming in from AU Wonks.
And then we have a Zarya and a Kiriko.
We can see this in this first fight. Both teams are kind of fighting to have control of this middle ground.
Oh, we have their Cassidy on AU, dead.
They found 2 Elims right away. Those are big picks.
Oh, tanks down
Follows up
on
with Azari as
AU.
well.
And there goes the Genji from AU.
So now both teams are taking some time to recuperate. The Zarya and Genji died a little bit late in that past fight, so we're gonna have a little chance for some extra ticks from Purdue White.
Purdue White currently controlling the point.
LTW rules got a lot of early picks with those dives there. Able to get another pick on the Cassidy right at the beginning of this fight.
And the Cass is dead. Their Kiriko is really low.
He is. LTW White from rules is trying to finish it off, but gets dropped low, has to back off.
Oh, we have a Hazard ult. Into the Alari.
Hazard ult and Alari ult coming in, blocked by the Lucio ult though.
AU has the Genji ult. But I don't think that's going to be enough.
Genji ult can't find anything. I really thought with the beat on it too, the Genji ult would be able to find something, but Purdue White was able to hold on pretty solidly there. Very clean. So going into the next fight, we're seeing that we have a Cassidy ult and a Kiriko ult on the side of AU Wonk, as well as a Sojourn ult and almost a Reaper ult on the side of Purdue White.
We have a Reaper ult on Purdue White now, and the Reaper on Purdue White is currently down.
And down, so they don't even get a chance to use that Reaper ult early. Ooh, LTW rules on Hazard is dropping pretty low. Sojourn pops her ult to try to be able to hold the point. Kiriko Rush gets popped as well.
Oh, LTW is low.
In this composition, it seems like LTW rules is struggling to... Ooh, Reaper ult comes in, but
Reaper
gets blocked by the
dies during
Zarya
the ult.
bubble. Zarya ult comes in, almost is able to finish off Sojourn,
Their
but is
Kiriko is
not.
trying to hold point, and they are down a support. Oh, and Purdue White captures the point.
Beautiful. That was really clean from Purdue White. The composition that they're running right now does not give Hazard a lot of opportunities to make mistakes, in that Illari typically doesn't have... She's got her little beam that she can shoot in short ranges, and she's also got her pylon to heal. But typically, Hazard plays in ranges that aren't within either of them, so they're really the only heals that Hazard gets from this comp is typically from the Lucio. And so that doesn't give Hazard a lot of... Hazard LTW rules a lot of room for mistakes, but playing phenomenally. Haven't really seen any mistakes so far. I don't think he had any deaths in that pass round.
Nope, no deaths. 12 elims.
AU Wonks is coming in from the top side. We don't see that very often. Zarya's actually getting split off on the side. Maybe the Lucio and the Genji are going to go together as a unit to dive the backline.
Purdue White's Reaper is getting chased and is dead.
Both Reapers are dropped.
Purdue White's capturing the point, and they have the point.
LTW role is doing a good job of playing within the range of that pylon. Dealing with the low heals per second that I was mentioning earlier. Genji dives onto the backline, isn't able to find anything. Zarya drops quite low as the Genji tries to dive in from Purdue White. Genji on AU Wonks is dropping quite low.
And Genji on AU Wonks is dead. Their Reaper is also dead. And now they're Lucio.
Zarya is solo holding the point with only heals from the Kiriko on AU Wonks. Zarya's down.
Their Zarya is currently down.
Going into this next fight, we're seeing Kiriko on AU Wonks having her ults, as well as a couple different individuals from Purdue White. We do have a pause.
Pause.
Typically that means we've got a technical difficulty. Lost problems.
Technical difficulty pause. Oh, Genji's mouse is dead.
Well, that is
That's unfortunate.
that is very unfortunate. Do you play with a wireless mouse, Viper?
I do. I have wireless everything now that I've upgraded my headphones.
Really, I feel like I would not be able to play with wireless things for reasons like this. I would forget to charge them and they would die in the middle of a match like this.
I'm very good at charging everything. My headphones just told me that they were low battery like a few minutes ago. I just had to plug them in, but otherwise.
Oh, looks like
and
we're
we are back
starting right back.
in.
Oh, maybe not. The batteries for the house maybe are working. Before we start back up, we see that Illari, Sojourn, Hazard, and Lucio all on the side of Purdue White are very close to ultimates. Whereas on the side of AU Wonks, we have Kiriko ultimate, as well as Lucio and Genji are very close as well. So maybe we'll see a Kiriko rush by herself, perhaps, in this next fight, and then a Genji beat in the following fight. Or maybe we'll see beats being saved for the Sojourn overclock from Purdue White. Starting back up, though.
And we are back.
Both teams having a skirmish at the first choke. Genji on Purdue White is dropping quite low.
And we have an Illari out from Purdue White.
They're all
Is
coming
that
in here.
Hazard?
Lucio beat on side of Purdue White as well. And Sojourn overclock.
Both beats are gone. On both sides.
A lot of
We
ults
are
getting
close
popped
to a
from both
Genji
sides.
ult on Purdue White side, though.
As well as on AU Wonks. Both teams are very close to Genji ults.
AU Wonk has a Genji ult and is almost having that Zarya ult. And it's
I'm
coming up on a Reaper ult.
quite surprised there that there was like 6 different ults that got used in that fight, and I think I only saw like two picks on either side. Maybe it's just because of the beat, but that was a big ult fest for not a lot of kills. Zarya's dropping quite low here.
And we are in overtime with Purdue White having this point. Oh, we have a double Genji ult. Double Genji blade.
Which Genji is better?
Purdue White.
Purdue White takes the first map. Pretty cleanly too. There was looking at the scoreboard, Akakur and Squelks on Purdue White's team had deaths, and nobody else did. Instead of Purdue White, so very clean. Here can play the game from AU Wonks though. This is unfortunately one of the few deaths from Purdue White's team in the Reaper ult. Those are some impressive headshots though.
Yep.
So that first game is going to go to Purdue White. Wait this quick. That was a very clean fight. I don't think Purdue White made a ton of mistakes there that I saw. I think saw the Reaper ult, and then maybe a few overly ambitious pushes from the Reaper led to a few deaths that were likely unnecessary. But in general, the team fought very well. I was really impressed by the fact that the team didn't necessarily have a cohesive comp. We were kind of split between a dive with an Alari, which you don't really hear of, and yet we were able to find a way to make that work, and that was really impressive.
I personally did like the Hazard and Alari ult combos though.
Yeah, absolutely. That's an interesting combo that you don't see very often. Both those individually are not super strong. Go ahead.
Because typically you'd see an Alari Malga ult combo.
Mm-hmm.
Is at least what I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. But the Hazard ult in and of itself acts very similarly to the way the Malga ult works in terms of the immobility, and so it's got the same kind of benefits, maybe to a lesser extent because it's not really holding him in a big cage the same way, but it still was very effective. Got a lot of kills from it. I think the only reason that we didn't see any complete team wipes from it was because they were playing Zarya on the side of AU Wonks, and so that kind of negates some of that burst due to the bubbles. But otherwise, very good combo. Teams right now are likely discussing next bans, next maps, and plans of what to do next. Like King's Row is the next map being picked. Pretty exciting. I'm a big King's Row fan. A Hazard ban on the side of AU Wonks, which is unfortunate considering how well Hazard was playing on the side of Purdue White. LTW rules, I'm sure, has some other tanks in his pocket that he can pull out, but Hazard actually isn't even one of his most played tanks on his career profile, so I'm sure that he's got several other tricks he can pull out of his sleeve. Banning Tracer. That's an interesting one. There wasn't a Tracer played in that last map, right? I'm not crazy. Tracer is quite strong right now, so maybe that's just the thought process behind it, but we are going into King's Row, which is very exciting. I don't think I've ever had a game of King's Row that I didn't enjoy.
But yeah, speaking of technical difficulties, my headphones decided to not actually charge and die.
We were just talking about... Okay, so it's the PSA to all those listening that wireless gear is not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Okay, but like, I like wireless.
But if you have to plug it in all the time while you're using it, is it really wireless? Is it really actually doing anything for you?
It is, because it lasts me a while.
On
Like-
average, just out of curiosity, how long does the charge last you?
Well, my headphones are like brand new, so it's lasted me at least the last 2 weeks since I've got them.
Really?
And I pretty much use them every day
Okay, that's
for
That's
at
actually kinda
least
crazy. I didn't think it
two
would
or
last that
3
long.
hours.
It's unfortunate that the
So-
one time that you go to stream, that's when they decide to die on you.
This is why we have an old pair of wired headphones. Oh no, I like the wireless setup because I can just basically I have a lap board that I can like have my mouse on and my keyboard and have it on my lap versus having to sit at my desk.
That is really nice. I can't argue with that. Teams are setting up right now. I don't think the lobby has actually started yet, so we can see what both teams are thinking of playing. Yeah, but it's gonna go in a second. But I did before it went away. We saw that AU Wonks was pulling out the Doom. So as we were mentioning earlier, banning a Doom early could prove to be fatal with the fact that it seems like there is a Doom one trick on the enemy on the AU Wonks team, and we'll see if that ends up being a mistake that'll cost Purdue White anything. But
The Hazard and Tracer bans are definitely interesting.
they are absolutely interesting. We see LTW rules instead of playing Hazard coming out on Ramatra,
We have a classic Widow.
of course. What is King's Row first point if not a place for Widow to snipe out of that early window and attempt to get a pick, probably miss 5 times, and then swap to another DPS. Maybe Amity will be able to prove me wrong, but that's at least what happens whenever I try to play Widow on King's Row.
I have played Widow on King's Row maybe twice ever. I definitely love watching a good Widow gameplay though.
Yes. Don't seem to be wanting to give a lot of room for the Widow to see. Cassidy is deciding to peek the Widow. See if Amity can make use of that.
Ooh, and the Cassidy is gone.
Very quickly there. Sleep comes out from the Ana on the Doom. Almost fatal for the Doom. A nasty nade hits the backline, and that gets a kill on the Lucio on side of AU Wonks very quickly.
I'm not exactly sure how the Widow... I feel about the Widow at this point in the map.
Well, the problem is it didn't get a pick in that first fight, and that's really
Yeah.
like the one place where Widow is really nice on this map.
Yeah.
Doom is able to hit a punch, but it is not able to get anything here. Another sleep comes through from Squelks onto the Doom. Man, I know that I said that we were going to struggle a little bit against the Doom having flex, but Squelks is hitting all the sleeps necessary to keep this Doom in check. Amity goes to an aggressive angle to try to get the fix. Big punch comes out from Doom. Unable to find anything though.
Oh.
And
And we have a beat
we do have a
from
beat that comes
Purdue
out.
White.
As well
And
as
are we gonna... Oh, Reaper ult.
Reaper ult, Kiriko rush, Doom ult, and the picks come out on the side of Purdue White here. It's interesting. We Purdue White just kind of charged the Doom Punch over and over again there, and didn't end up paying for it, because the side of AU Wonks was not able to keep up with some of the pushes that the Doom was making. So I'm a little bit concerned about that for the future, but it did work out this time.
Gotta love all the good emotes happen on point.
Purdue White's holding quite far up here. The only one that's likely going to be able to contest on the enemy team is Doom. See if that ends up coming through. Nano comes through.
Oh, we have a Nano. And another B. We have a B on AU side. But... and a Reaper ult. But it does not seem to... oh wait, no. It had 4 picks.
Yeah,
I'm like looking, I'm like, wait, what?
all the picks came through at once. LTW there was got nanoed, and then in shift was able to knock out 2 of the enemy backline members, but that Reaper ult really came in clutch, knocking out several of the players even after Purdue White was able to get some picks.
They are playing kind of separated right now on Purdue White's side. Oh, we have a high noon for Cassidy.
High noon does not find anything. LPW comes through with the Ramatra ult and dies almost instantly.
And that is a team wipe.
It is. That I could never have predicted some of these team fight outcomes, because like LTW ulted there, instantly died, and then his team was still able to find the picks anyway to win the fight. You don't really see that very often. Doom really wants to punch some people off the edge here. Maybe lose a bit.
Oh, and down.
That is an embarrassing moment. Wonks gets a Lucio Boop onto the enemy team. Squelch sleeps the Doom in the back line, getting the Doom killed for it. Man, this is a hilarious sequence of events.
And we have LT Rules popping Nemesis form.
Kirika Rush comes through on the side of AU Wonks, as well as the Reaper ult from Purdue White.
Purdue White Reaper ult.
Reaper ult finds 2. Does end up dying for it. But 2 picks should be all they need.
They have pushed this point quite fast too.
They have. They've got 3.5 minutes left here. Another sleep onto the Doom.
And we have a B on Purdue White.
May not have been necessary there, but Sojourn Overclock comes through, almost is able to pick off the Reaper.
And we have both DPS dead on AU. Oh, and a B on AU.
Let's see, a B comes through from AU, and that's able to keep the Doom alive a little bit longer, and the Doom almost gets Squelch for it. The Doom...
yeah, but they're down 1 healer, down both healers now.
It's just Doom and Freya on the side of AU Wonk.
Oh, and wait, a Ramatra ult?
And Ramatra ult cleans it up.
To finish. That was quite a quick push.
It was. 2 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock. I don't think you usually see this map with a lot of time left like that. That was a very clean push. Didn't really lose. They lost like 1 team fight around the second point, and that was about it. The only other time that AU Wonks was able to knock off the scoreboard was just by standing next to the payload and slowing it down. But they didn't actually win any team fights other than that one point on second point. So
that Reaper ult.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and we have another pause.
Looks like the mouse is dead again. Yeah. Telling you guys, what
they need to stop saying
changing the
things
mouse.
Are dying, because now my mouse is dying.
I'm telling you, wireless devices, they're not worth it.
They're worth it if you get it for a decent price.
But would it ever be cheaper than just a wired device?
Oh, I actually got my mouse that was originally like maybe $100 mouse for I think 60, because it's like a generation later than their new one.
Interesting. Okay. Well, if you get a really good price on it, sure.
See, I
Wonks.
personally use
Go
a
ahead.
lot of Razer for
I do love Razer.
my stuff. My mouse and my headphones are Razer, but my keyboard is actually I actually don't know. I don't know. It's a third-party keyboard.
Some undisclosed keyboard.
I ordered it off Amazon and really liked it.
All right. Well, Amazon's never failed me before. Both teams coming out with the exact same comps as last time, so both teams are confident that they can keep doing what they're doing. Be able to win this.
Not the exact same comp. The Widow is now a Sojourn.
Ah, you're right. I think it was the end of last map.
I was like trying to figure out what one was different.
What's different here? LTW rules falls really low with that punch.
Ooh. Purdue's
Oh.
Reaper is dead, and their Ana.
A punch meant for the enemy tank ends up hitting Okator.
Purdue White is wiped.
Man, that was... You know, based on how the last round went, I was expecting that to go a little bit differently. But
yeah,
Purdue White maybe just needed a second to get their defense together. It didn't have that there.
And Purdue White takes out the Lucio. The Reaper takes out the Lucio.
A little bit too aggressive. LTW immediately swapped onto Aritha. That's man, not want to deal with the Doom anymore. Slightly immoral, but what can you do? Reaper gets taken out immediately by Purdue White.
And we have a Kiriko ult. Kitsune Rush from AU. And we have a Blade.
And a beat coming in to try to protect from the Blade. Very well timed beat there. That absolutely saved. Oh, I guess we lost both.
From AU dies. We also have a beat from AU. And
coming in.
a Doom ult.
Doom ult was able to find Mercy Gamer Earl, and Purdue White is forced to retreat, having lost the team fight. LTW doesn't get out, and maybe they get to Cox 2 here? Back.
Nope. Everybody but LT is back in. Oh, we have a Reaper out from Purdue White, but
I do not think I've seen. I do not think I've seen Okator rip an ult and not die during that ult. This has been kind of every single time.
Into the Lari ult. I don't think I've ever seen that combo before.
I've seen it once or twice. Typically, I unfortunately there wasn't a lot of people there for it to hit, but it's typically a pretty good combo because the Orisa pulls everyone in, and the Ilaria is able to get that massive damage in that the Orisa can't always do. We do see Sojourn on Sojourn Overclock on the side of Purdue White with ults, as well as Kiriko, Doomfist, and Reaper on the side of AU Wonk. So Purdue White's not looking great here in terms of ult economy.
This ends now.
We have a Sojourn ult
On
Purdue White's side.
Not able to see where that came from, but it's okay.
We have Kitsune Rush from AU, and that Reaper ult takes out both healers on Purdue White. And a Reaper.
Pepper's been dropping.
Purdue White.
Pepper's been dropping some really impressive ults on this map. That's actually both times that the cart was around here, both on attack and defense. Pepper's ultimate was able to win the team fight. I don't know where. As it is right now, AU Wonk is actually poised to get the same time as Purdue White did. See if they can keep that momentum up.
They do have a Genji Blade and a Doom ult, but their Doom dies. Oh, we have a Genji Blade from AU, along with a beat from Purdue White.
That blade allowed Purdue White
to and a
take
beat
out.
from AU.
Got the Genji. The beat on the side of AU felt unnecessary there. I think the team fight was already lost on good.
It's unfortunate wasting it all in a critical time like this.
Yeah, absolutely. That beat could have been very useful for stopping the Orisa Alari combo that seems like it's about to come out soon on the side of Purdue White.
We also have that Reaper ult on Purdue White.
We'll see if Okatura is able to live through this one.
And we have a Kitsune Rush.
Okatura is able to take out someone but dies immediately.
Looks like he's going... Oh.
Right on the Orisa. Oh my goodness. Lots of ults coming in here.
Oh, Okatura lives through it.
Oh, Okatura was able to live through a Reaper ult. Hey, and get 2 picks in the process. It's a cause for celebration. On the side of AU Wonks, they have used almost every single ult except for the Reaper ult coming up soon. So we'll see if Pepper can do what he's been doing all game, which is getting a lot of kills with that Reaper ult. But they don't. They're in a bit of an issue here.
Unfortunately, they have 2 minutes left on the clock to push this. Oh.
Top picks coming out from both sides.
Pretty White down 1 DPS. It just seems like AU is having a hard time getting around this corner.
They are.
Pretty White's loading it quite nicely.
Corner is a very good choke to play around, and Pretty White's doing a good job of that. As well as the Amity on Sojourn is doing a very good job of holding that high ground and forcing the Reaper and Doomfist to push her out. Causing them to use a lot of cooldowns.
They are close to a Curial on AU's side, though.
Yeah, they have almost every ult.
So hopefully it allowed them to push.
Both teams are hoarding a lot of ults here. I think we're about to see a lot of ults come through all of a sudden.
And we got a
There's
Kitsune
the
Rush.
ult. There's the Castle ult.
Cast ult. Ooh, that Olari ult.
Mario and beats.
Got 2.
Pretty White was somehow able to hold through that. I may have spoke too soon.
Pepper's ult.
LTW rules has walked off the map.
Pepper's ult gets the Sojourn on Purdue White.
LTW, I will be clipping that and sending it to you.
Going into overtime. And they only have a Doomfist ult on AU side.
Okadur does have ult that he's coming back with. I think that could be really helpful for holding this, if they're not able to finish it off by the time he gets back. But, coming in momentarily. Struggle. Oh, the Orisa falls too.
LT rules.
Seems like the Okadur ult is going to be important here. Unfortunately, it can't get anything, but he didn't die in it.
Yep.
That's something. Oh, then maybe I spoke to
Pretty White down 1 healer and down a DPS.
But,
and we have a ball swap from Purdue White.
To be able to touch. Oh, the ball is able to. The ball bumps up too. Only one, because the Reaper was able to teleport back up. LTW is doing something on the ball though. Only for a short period of time. Look at where dies immediately with a Doom punch. Wow, this is a really scrappy fight. That Doom ult's gonna finish it off.
They're able to push it in overtime.
So the one of the lesser known functionalities of the way that this game works is that when you are playing a hybrid map such as King's Row, we are playing on right now, and one team is able to attack and push it all the way with over a minute remaining on their time, and then the other team pushes it in with no time remaining. The game, instead of giving both teams an overtime, will go to a format where now only the team that has time remaining is allowed to attack. And if they are able to get a single tick on this first point, they will win the map entirely. Whereas if they're not able to get a single tick, then the map will end in a draw. Instead of
Purdue White switching it up, in which Okatur is now playing Widow.
Interesting. Was Amity on the Widow before, or was Okatur
Yes.
on the Widow? Okay.
I think Amity was on the Widow before.
Probably right.
Oh, we have a Torbjorn on AU White side.
Interesting. I'm not sure who the Torbjorn is for, but okay,
Oh,
maybe
Sojourn.
not. They were just debating
I
us
was
out.
like,
Okatur was not able to find anyone and just instantly is going to swap. That would typically guess. Back to the Reaper, he goes.
he's been doing good on that Reaper.
He's been doing good. Both teams just poking each other out. I think the Doom has Empowered Punch right here, so need to play a little bit farther back. Oh, Couture almost dies to the Empowered Punch. L2W drops quite low.
Oh, and the Reaper on AU White is dead.
The Doom is able to get a
and
pick.
they lost their Doom.
And that may
It
be
looks
the
like
entire map.
Purdue White might get it.
That was beautifully
And
done.
Purdue White wins. I will say that match was quite close.
It was a lot closer than the first map, that's for sure.
Yeah. Pepper with those Reaper ults definitely came in clutch for AU.
Yeah, absolutely. Those were AU's saving grace several times, but it was not enough. Gonna go into a third map here. This is the match point, if we are correct about the way that this this match is scored. And so if Purdue White is able to win this last map, then it'll be a total match win for Purdue White. Otherwise, it'll keep going. The Doom outside of AU Wonks I think was good. They didn't. I didn't really feel like they had any kind of dive besides that one Doom, and if they had more of a dive presence, I think that could have been a lot scarier for Purdue White, because a few times that they were kind of pressured with the dive, they fell to it. But as it is right now, AU Wonks is kind of just playing the Doom as a poke Doom. He's kind of just getting a punch in, blocking, and then running away, and just rinse and repeating that. And I don't think that's gonna end up winning them the match if they continue. So we'll see if they keep running the Doom, if they keep doing that, or if they switch up.
See, I'd like to see them try like Sigma or Roadhog.
I think that would be
I don't
good
know. I
here.
think that'd be definitely interesting.
I totally think it would be. The Purdue White feels like they've been playing much more of a poke, kind of leaning on the Sojourn to be their main source of damage. And I don't know. I think both a Sigma and a Roadhog would be able to deal with that a little bit better than what they've currently been running. What did you guys think about Squelks? Pretty good healer, not gonna lie. How long ago? I haven't been watching our chat. I'm just realizing that we got
Oh, that's
comments in
funny.
here. How long ago was that? Do we know? Can't see at the time.
W Squelks, doesn't let me see the time.
Squelks was playing very well in that last map. The sleeps from from Squawkshan Ana in the first point were absolutely critical to being able to push that so fast. I think that's the reason that they were able to deny the Doom so much value in True.
And we get a good morning commentary booth.
Good morning. Is it morning where you are, Henry? This is 9 o'clock at night for me. This is almost past my bedtime. A joke. I stay up until 1 a.m. This is nothing. Are you a night owl, Viper?
I'm more of a I go to bed at 2 a.m. kind of person.
Night owl it is.
Apparently it's not night for them. Oh, they're in EST. Well, if you'd like to say good morning if you just woke up.
If you woke up at 8 p.m. and that's the first time that you woke up, that'd be crazy.
Maybe they just woke up from a nap.
Good night, commentary booth. That works. That's better, Ben. Thank you. W white team for sure.
Hey, you with the map pick? See, I'm curious what they're gonna choose there.
Did AU lose a player?
Oh. Yeah. Maybe they're swapping?
Nope,
restarting.
Yeah, the third map is that
driving to Best Buy and getting a new mouse? Just DoorDash.
I believe the third map is typically a push map. Don't quote me on that, but what are the different options for push maps? We've got New Queen Street, Colosseo,
Esperanza is a popular one.
Good points.
Is it Esperanza or Esperanza?
You know, that's a great question. I was never good at Spanish.
I think everybody pronounces it differently.
Yeah, I would have said that the correct way to pronounce it is Esperanza, but I am not positive. And then there's also the newer map. Shoot, what's the one called that?
There's a newer push map.
Not new, like as in like 3 seasons ago. It's the one. No, it's not. Esperanza is the one with like the really high ground, right?
I only know the.
Shoot, hold on. I'm gonna look up the.
The only new map I know of is Atlas, and I don't. And that's a.
No, not.
Yeah, that's not.
I'm looking up the push maps.
Yeah.
Runasapi, that's what it is.
Oh yeah, I don't see that one played quite often.
You're right. It's not played too often. But it's
I've seen a lot of Esperanza.
Yeah, I think Colosseo and New Queen Street are the maps that I would have said are more friendly to the dive comp that I think AU Wonks is trying to run. So I would think that if we are playing push that they'll prefer to come out on Colosseo or New Queen Street. We'll see if that's true. Also seen some good dive played on Runasabi, but I think Esperanza is typically not my favorite.
Here, let's ask the chat. How do you pronounce it? Is it Esperanza or Esperanza? But you have to do the phonetics.
Type 1 for Esperanza and 2 for Esperanza. You know, talk about never falling off the map, Ben. I would also like to call attention to the fact that we do have a clip of in first person view of of LTW actively walking off the map as Orisa, and I just don't want us to forget that.
Oh, Coliseo banning Orisa from AU.
Interesting.
I do hope
Interesting.
AU, whoever had to DoorDash the mouse, tip their DoorDasher well.
It looks like Mercy Gamer Girl is in favor of Esperanza, which is, I think, different than what either of us were saying, but probably more correct.
You know what? That's fair.
Perfect. Thank you, Ben.
What were our choices? How did we put it? What was one?
Well,
what was
okay. What we had
forgot.
said Esperanza for 1 and Esperanca for 2, and then Dill was saying an entirely different one, which is Esperanza. But
you know, I
is
like
closer,
that
yeah.
one.
I like it too. Did I miss the ban from no, we don't have a ban from Purdue yet.
I will say, I feel like push is like my least favorite game mode.
Even worse than Clash?
I would prefer Clash, actually.
Really? I feel like Clash is terrible. I really don't enjoy Clash. It's just it's so feels impossible to ever win like the last 2 points on Clash. It's just it always forces you back to the middle. I guess.
Correct me if I'm
Push has its
wrong.
own
Isn't
issues, though.
Clash taken out of competitive completely?
Yes, it is. You're right.
Yes,
So
that's what I thought.
they would not be playing Clash, but
yeah,
that's the reason it's taking out of competitive, is just because it's so terribly balanced in terms of the way that it's played.
See, I just find it. I find a Lucio ban.
I feel like Purdue White was playing more Lucio than AU Wonks. Well, they were both playing Lucio.
They were both playing Lucio, yeah.
All right. Well, strange. All right, we're going in for our third map. Once again, this is game point for Purdue White. Currently 2-0. See if Purdue White can pull through the win early, or if it'll go into the fourth map. I always think it's interesting how much detail gets put into some of these Overwatch maps that we never get to see. Like I'm spectating a side of the Overwatch map that like it genuinely would be impossible for anyone actually playing the game to see. And like there's just so much detail getting put into like the shop fronts stuff.
I also love looking over like the ledge and like you just see like how much they put in, like, even the background.
Absolutely. Yeah, like I didn't even there's a whole stadium over here. I think that this stadium is like the stadium from Lucio Ball or something. Like there's all this cool stuff. They don't ever put in work into balancing the game, but they'll put work into a ton of stuff that nobody will see.
Yeah, but I don't know. I appreciate how they take like sometimes a real place like the Colosseum in Rome and then like make it into this like mini thing.
Yeah, you're totally right. We see dive coming out. It's a very solid dive comp coming out from the side of AU Wonks, as well as a kind of a pokey-ish rush comp from Purdue White. Punch coming in from Doom, almost taking out the Ilari.
And the Tracer takes out the Reaper on Purdue White.
Doom tries to make a dive. They have to fall back because Doom drops low. Hazard is able to isolate the Tracer on their side.
Doom dives the backline of Purdue White and gets completely picked off by the Sojourn.
I think that was a really good dive at the beginning. They seemed very coordinated at the beginning, and then kind of once the Doom fell low, AU Wonk struggled to keep their dive together.
AU Wonks Genji hanging out in the back, but not the back line of Purdue. It's definitely an interesting strategy.
Oh, you're right. Followed up with the Doom. The Alari's in a lot of danger here. Has the... Yeah,
and Alari gets taken out by that Doom.
The Doomfist, the Kiriko, the Genji, and the Tracer were all on that Alari. They were able to take him out. Fortunately, Doom fell next. A lot of picks coming through from AU Wonks here, though.
I do find it fun that both teams that both had the Lucio, they're now both playing Wu Yang.
Yes. Wu Yang has been very strong lately. I'm honestly kind of surprised that we didn't see any Wu Yang play earlier match.
Yeah.
Certainly seeing a lot now.
Oh, and we have that Hazard ult and a Blade.
The Blade comes through with the Wu Yang ult on it, as well as a Beach. So they had no chance of being able to kill the Genji within the first couple of seconds of that, and the Genji did end up still dying too. But anyway, because the Genji wasn't able to find the picks. That's kind of crazy. Hazard looks for a dive on the back line, isn't able to pick off anybody. But we are getting a lot of cart progress. On the side
and we
of
have a
Purdue.
Kitsune Rush from AU. Ilario from Purdue White. But Ilari gets taken out by the
Both
Genji
the ports
and
on
Kiriko.
Purdue White get taken out.
Oh.
Now
This
it
does
is
feel like
1v1.
quite a bit of a back and forth even.
It is. It almost in these past couple fights, it almost seems like the team that ults always loses. Because I mean that's just what's happened in the last two fights, but it is kind of strange.
Both teams with 2 ults, Tracer Bomb and Doom's ult on Purdue, on AU, and Purdue has a Sojourner and a Reaper Death Blossom.
Doom isolates himself as he's trying to push and has to use Doom ult to get out.
And Purdue White is down both supports.
LTW on Hazard is able to get out, but unfortunately his team can't say the same. Team comes up to the high ground, might be pushing the Hazard. Yeah, pushes the Hazard in. The Hazard's not able to get back out. Hazard is living by himself on point with only Ilari heals, and that is not enough to keep him up from the whole team's wrath.
And AU pushes forward. We might be going into that 4th game.
I
We keep it up on this
think
pace.
you might be right, Viper. This is it is still very close, but at the moment, AU Wonks has the lead. Sojourner gets ripped on the side of Purdue White, though. Purdue White is able to clean up that
And a
fight.
Team White.
Yes. At the moment, we've got Kiriko ult and Genji ult, as well as Wu Yang ult on the side of AU Wonks. Purdue White is rocking everything except for Sojourn Overclock. Pretty even right now.
And we have a Blade from AU.
Big dive from AU.
Oh,
It was like-
and a Death Blossom
Cool.
from... It's so
Couture, I
unfortunate.
love you.
every
I
time
love
someone-
you. He's yeah, he's able to get a pick with that Reaper ult. I'll give him the credit for that. Unfortunately, I think the team fight was lost by the time that he ripped it, but
Oh. LT rules almost takes out their Kiriko. Oh, Kiriko and the Doom from AU die.
big Ilari ult
And
there.
their Tracer. Ilari ult coming in clutch for Purdue. Kills everybody but their Wii.
Beautiful plays. Purdue White is not in the lead right now,
Oh,
but it's
play
very
that Wu
close.
Yang ult?
Wu Yang ult coming in on the Tracer, which is able to get a lot of stuns onto the back line.
Oh, and Purdue puts a wing ult.
Purdue has to rip their winging ult just to keep themselves alive. The Doom ult comes in, is able to get a pick onto Sojourn.
Oh, and Purdue's down their tank. And both and all but one support.
Wonks likely will be able to get some cart progress here before Purdue White can contest. Unless Purdue White places fast, and they're looking like they might.
And we have a hazard ult from Purdue White.
It's ripped early. Just can't find anybody though, unfortunately.
Yep. Sojourn gets taken out as well as Weeing on Purdue White and the Genji.
Tracer is trying to dive the Alari in the back. Isn't able to get the pick before having to fall back. A lot of cart progress here from AU Wonks.
And they're coming up on a Kiri Kitsune rush. And they have a Tracer bomb. But their Doom dies.
LTW falling quite low here.
Oh.
Fortunately, the Kiriko rush was able to finish him off. That's gonna mean even more cart progress for AU Wonks.
Yep.
Purdue White's in a bit of a dire situation here. It's getting a little...
And we got a monkey swap by LT Rules on Purdue White.
You like the monkey here.
I want to see.
Fortunately, LTW needs to be aware of the Doom and his presence because...
And we have an Alariel from Purdue White. And a Sojourn ult.
Sojourn ult's able to pick off the Doomfist.
And the Tracer.
Genji ult comes
Oh, we have
through
a
with
blade.
nobody else. Genji ult is able to get one. Almost two. Unfortunately, can't get any more than that. That was a bit ambitious. I think Genji was the only person from AU Wonks still alive there. So, don't see a lot of possibilities of that working out well. But it did almost get 2 kills.
Yep. And we have a blade from Purdue.
We all ripped.
That
Unfortunately,
unfortunately
dies.
dies. I feel so bad for him. Oh, a Junkrat swap. I love a good Junkrat.
Junkrat's good. Junkrat's very consistent at being able to do well, and so even when
Junkrat,
struggling.
correct me if I'm wrong, Junkrat seems to be pretty good against a Tracer.
My Junkrat isn't good against a Tracer, but yes, I think Junkrat in theory is good against a Tracer. Especially good against a Doom dive like this, because the Doom doesn't necessarily have a lot of time to look out for these traps, and well-placed traps can really throw a wrench into plans.
Ooh, we're Weeing ult from AU.
I
Doesn't seem to get anyone.
think that Wu Yang ult was intended to go on an ally, and it was misclicked, because
Oh,
the Doom
that's
was kind of in a prime position to go in, and the Wu Yang ulted himself, and then just kind of ran in like he didn't realize what was happening. So I think
Kitsune rush.
it was on accident.
And the Junk gets taken out. And there goes Sojourn and Alari. Oh, and
CW has one last attempt to be able to hold this point. Fortunately, Purdue White, I think, is too far
Alario?
away. Purdue White can touch with Amity. Not over yet. Oh, unfortunately, Akatur dies to the pulse bomb. Can't find enough picks.
oh, and a Reaper ult.
Reaper ult finishes it off.
Finishing it off.
We are going to map 4, ladies and
Covered
gentlemen.
with them Reaper ults. Always deadly.
Yeah, the Reaper ban next might be in the cards at the moment.
I will say, Purdue White's Alari had some really good ults too.
Squelch is absolutely putting in work.
I'm surprised it wasn't one of their ults. Because they had one really good ult. that really stood out to me.
I will be honest. I think Squelks is putting in a lot of work, but I think Squelks should go back to the Ana. I think that the Doom dive that's being ran right now is able to be shut down really well with stuns like sleep, and I mean, Ana's not the best character to play into enemy dive either, but I think it's better than Alari, and Squelks is mainly on those two characters. So maybe does Dill ever play any Brig? I feel like Brig would also be a really good here to slow us down.
I don't know if they play Brig. Let's see.
Your profile says
they have
probably
35 hours on Brig.
oh, nothing.
So
level 25.
maybe they'll pull out a Brig.
That would definitely be useful here, but
The Brig Ana combo would be great against that Doom, I feel like.
Absolutely. Brigana is a well-known duo, and that would definitely be able to slow down this dive. Cassidy also on the side of Purdue White can do a hell of a lot against a Tracer and a Doom. Not so much the Genji, but Tracer and the Doom definitely. On to Route 66. Purdue White is banning Kiri. Interesting. I could be wrong, but I didn't really feel like the Kiri was the biggest issue that round. But she was certainly putting in work. Kiri is a strong character all the same.
Yeah. I will say the Kitsune rushes were good from that Kiri. From at least what I was seeing.
Right. You're totally right.
And we're coming in clutch for AU.
See if the Kiri ban can turn the tides a little bit back in the favor of Purdue White. We are still in match point for Purdue White, so another win on the side of Purdue White will end it. But come back maybe in the cards from the direction this is going. Route 66 is another interesting one because I think Route 66 is typically a dive centric. There's definitely
I play a lot of dive on there.
Right. There's definitely some poke that can be played, especially around that first point. But I feel like I see dive more often than anything. So see if AU Wonks can lean on that and be able to make use of that fact.
I was just looking up Route 66 on the Overwatch fandom. Did you know apparently inside the diner on the service counter there's a check for $5 signed by Decker Kane, a character from the Diablo series.
I played like one Diablo game. I do not recognize the name Decker Kane, but that is interesting.
I've never played a Diablo game, but I was like,
maybe when we load in, we can
confirm this.
We can go over there and confirm it for ourselves, right?
And apparently it's dated 5/15/12, which is apparently the release date of Diablo 3.
Interesting. Diablo 3 is... Man, Diablo 3 is 13 years old? Wow. Man, that is a long time ago. I was like 10.
That just made me feel old saying that 2012 is 13 years ago.
I know. Time flies. Looks like AU Wonks is debating a little bit on what to ban here. But as soon as they get their ban in, we should be heading into this fourth map. For those that are just tuning in, we discussed earlier that AU Wonks is the name of, well, it's the name of the enemy team that Purdue White's playing against tonight, but it is more specifically American university. They're from Washington D.C. and they call themselves the Wonks. Because wonk is a word that means a studious person, I think was the definition we found. And so it's kind of a I don't totally get it, but it's a funny name and I like it.
It's also a campaign for their college, which typically they have it. They have smart and passionate, focused and engaged equals a wonk. So.
Solid. They're smart, passionate, focused, and engaged.
Engaged.
That's how this one goes. All right, we're heading in. We've got a ban on Sojourn right on the side of AU Wonks, and that's interesting. I feel like Amity was doing a lot of good work on Sojourn, so perhaps that'll be an issue, but we'll have to see. I'm looking around. So you said it's in the diner side on.
Yes. On the counter, there should be a check.
On the counter. See a wanted poster for Cassidy. I see Craft from the Stars.
This is according to the wiki. I don't know.
I believe you. Are you seeing it? Well, I see. Oh no, it says cash only.
I don't know.
I'm not seeing
Maybe they've taken it out since then.
Maybe so. Maybe it was a limited time thing. Looks like Dill is also trying to look for it. Dill, I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to be watching the stream, so I think you should stop standing next to the counter. Or maybe Dill didn't was just happened to be looking for the dollar as well. We are warming up. Both teams.
Yeah, I wonder if they're taking it out.
AU Wonks is coming out with a Sigma this time. They're no longer going with the dive. We still do have a Genji on the side of AU Wonks, but we've got Freya and Sigma, which is definitely quite a bit different. Dill is coming out on Brig. I don't know if Dill heard me and thought that was the right choice, but I think it's a great choice. Still. It's unfortunate they're not still running the dive, but... Which is back and forth. We get a rock that hits Mercy Gamer Girl. Brig isn't able to confirm anything though.
The Ashe is low.
Amity...
And Ashe is taken out on Purdue White.
Poke is able to get the Ashe. Brig is falling quite low on Purdue White. It's a bit scrappy. Genji goes in, tries to dive and finish off a pick, and is not able to find anything. Purdue White stabilizes a little bit and starts their push a little bit more. LTW drops low and has to back off. LTW tries to push and just obliterated. Otakuer is just kind of playing around the payload, trying to find a pick. Playing slow until LTW gets back. LTW actually swaps onto the monkey.
I do like this Sigma gameplay from AU though.
Yeah, it's going very well. They're able to
change of pace for them.
Ooh,
they're wooing all. I don't think that.
Yeah, so the wooing all was meant to save the Genji, but the problem is the Genji had dash to get back, and the Genji used dash to get back at the same time, and so left him in a position unable to use it. Sleep comes through onto LTW.
Oh, we have a nano onto the Sigma. Oh, and into a Sigma ult. Oh, and Sigma gets slapped by.
Sigma slapped, but the Freya is able to get a stuck arrow onto Squelks, and that is able to finish off Squelks. Yeah. LTW and
that was a great sleep.
It was. Mercy Gamer Roll holding down the fort with the rally.
Oh, we have a Freya ult.
Freya ult comes in solo ult on the Mercy Gamer Girl. Pepper is able to finish
and that
off.
Unfortunately, takes them out. And we have a Genji ult from AU, and that gets LT.
Almost gets Otakuer. Maybe Otakuer can get out of this. But that looks like
I think he can. I believe.
that looks like a fight win for AU Wonks. But
Otakuer is sneaking and getting is pushing the payload until their Genji notices.
Almost was able to C9 it. LTW drops
And
on
we
the
have a
back line with the
nano on
nano.
LT. Oh, and a nice sleep by Skokes. And the supports take out.
Beautiful work. Amity got a lot of good damage in there and was able to finish off the team.
Yeah, I think that was great teamwork by Purdue White right there.
Absolutely. LTW was able to distract the back line, and that gave the opening for Amity to get those picks. LTW just firing off some right clicks, trying to do some poke before identifying a dive to go in on. Pushes in on the Wu Yang, isn't able to get the pick, but keeps his life.
Oh, and we have a Bob.
The Bob is in a great position to get some value. Unfortunately gets slept, but gets woken up by the Sigma, and that's gonna be a really big separation.
Purdue White, down 2 members of their team, just got back in.
That is unfortunate. I feel like that Bob had a lot of opportunity to do something there, but the nano kept the Sigma
down
alive.
Amity.
Going into this next fight, we're seeing Wu Ying, Genji, Sigma, and Freya all having ults inside of Wonks. As well as a nano.
Oh, and a nano, but
there is the
I will
nano.
say LT did get naded, so
He was able to live through that, thankfully.
yep.
The Ana heals from Squokes are doing a lot to keep LT in this fight. LT is able to continue pushing, and that rock is going to kill
That
him
was
now.
a good nade.
Without
I
their
will say
tank.
I do like seeing this Ana break combo.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Purdue.
think this is fantastic. I think this is definitely what we needed here.
I do think it is working really well together.
It's able to do a lot against this Genji. I think it's unfortunate that Wonks isn't still on the dive, because I think it would do a lot more against the full dive, but I think it's still a good play here. LTW is dropping low as he's trying to get some pokes on the Genji. He has to drop back for a bit.
I do like the Ana against the Sig though, because it did help win that Sig ult.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a very good sleep on the Sig ult. LTW dropping onto the back line. Gets slept, but gets woken back up. Is not able to get any picks. Fortunately, has to drop back out and dies mid jump. Folks and Mercy Gamer Girl attempt to get out with their lives.
Thanks for catching me up.
Oh, we have a wing ult. Doesn't hit anyone, and
Blade comes
Kerr
through, but
survives the
dies.
Reaper ult.
You're right, he did.
Survived through it, and then we
Survives the Reaper ult. The Genji bladed
and a
there
team
and
kill.
immediately got killed. Very good survival by Purdue White.
Purdue White only has the Ana nano, but they are coming up on a Bob
Wonk swaps
But
from the
3
Genji
ults
to a Reaper.
from AU.
Those teams attempting to poke out here. Reaper on the top. Pepper was in a good position there, but gets followed up on by Odakur and LTW and dies.
Oh, that was a nice nade on. Oh, and we have,
Sigma solo ults the
And-
Ana.
but Skokes walks away.
Yes, they do. And that is the power of a Mercy Brig. Sorry, not Mercy Brig, of an Ana Brig. To keep the Ana alive in times like that.
And LT unfortunately dies to the Freya ult.
Yes, got solo ulted by the Freya there, but his team was able to
Purdue
continue
White
pushing.
still pushing. Oh, we have a nano on Odakur. He does get purple, and he is dead.
Fortunately, between the purple and the kinetic grasp from the Sigma, that was not enough for Otakura to be able to get picks even with the nano.
LT, hello. That was a great nade on player by Skelks though.
Was able to get a pick.
Oh, we have a
Purdue
venture
White
swap?
can touch. Oh, Purdue White unfortunately did not touch within that last moments. And that ends the round. This was a good, still a good push on the side of Purdue White. I think they really struggled around that second point. And that's where they kind of lost all their time. But still a good push, and we'll see how they change things up this next round. I mean, speaking in terms of if I was a AU Wonks supporter, I would have said that
We have Pepper left the game.
man, is Pepper the
Technical
one that keeps?
difficulties.
I think Pepper was the one that had to leave before due to restarting their game. Oh,
Oh, and they are back. But I don't think they're. Oh no, they're good.
Seems like AU Wonks is having a bit of difficulty, but this continues to play out. Keeping the same compositions on both sides, except LTW is changing over to a Ram. I really like that. I think that's a really good way to utilize the extra heals you have from on a brig.
Yeah.
The monkey wasn't really working out super well, unfortunately. Did AU Wonks have a brig in the last round? Or
No, they didn't.
They didn't?
They had a Wuying.
Oh, yeah.
So they are switching to the Ana brig.
Yes, which is actually really nice in this this matchup, because Ram is going to be a lot better into the brig than he would be into a Wuying, so
yeah,
works out well there.
That was a great Ash Dynamite onto AU's tank though.
Both teams starting out with some poke here. We'll probably see the Ramontra pump shift soon and walk on to the Sigma. Just playing around the card.
I do like the positioning of Skelks here though. Just staying back and.
Yes, it's a very safe position there. I kind of would have preferred him to Skelks to have brig with him for moments like this where the Genji is pushing. Fortunately, yeah, if you miss the sleep like that, you're now in kind of a weird spot. Dill,
I will say, Dill did realize and did go to help Mirana though.
They
do have very good
awareness,
game sense, and awareness of what's especially happening behind them.
Well, also I was impressed. Dill had a bash. Oh, that's a bad NT. Dill had a bash that was able to get them to high ground. They just did it again. I didn't even know you could do that. And so Dill's able to get up onto the high ground like that. All members of Purdue White are dropping low here.
Oh, and Skelks gets
to
sleep
onto the Tracer.
I will say, Skelks has been quite good with them sleeps. Oh, and we have a Nano. Oh, and both tanks are sleeping.
Both tanks just sleeping in front of each other. I think that should be enough for Purdue White to find the win though. So the Sigma's caught in a bad position. Okay. LTW almost.
LT is pushing up a little too far.
Yeah, I think LTW gets
he's
out,
able
but
to get back though.
It was a little close there. He attempted to push the Ana and was missing a few shots, and that got it a little closer than necessary.
Oh, and a Nano. Oh, a Nano Blade gets shut down.
Left the Nano Blade and then gets bashed by the brig.
Sigma
lifts up the ulting brig. He's able to finish off Mercy Gamer Girl.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate that Nano Blade got slept. That was a very good sleep.
LT was able to finish off AU's brig during that though.
Yes. Traded the brigs. LTW might fall here to the Genji. They trade out. the
I don't know. I
Tracer.
believe in Purdue White to hold this. So, oh,
Oh,
and we
it's
have Odekur.
Odekur.
Oh,
Odekur
and
did live
wait,
through the ult,
I don't know if he's gonna. Oh,
and the Bob
that
comes through to
Bob.
save him from the Sigma as well. This is a good hold by the side of Purdue White. Some of these fights are a little scrappy, but they're doing well. Mercy Gamer Girl is dropping back down to the low ground again. I really fear for Squelks. Because it really looks like AU Wonks wants to,
Oh, a
walk that high
Bastion
ground.
swap on AU side.
AU
though.
Wonks all walk up the high ground. You're right. There's a Bastion up there. That's gonna be easy pickings for Odekur on the Reaper.
And Odekur gets the Bastion.
Odekur was able to find several picks there. And last goes down the Brig, and that will be a win
Yeah.
for Purdue White, which solidifies the entire match. You know, I was kind of expecting, half expecting AU Wonks to make a really big push through there, considering the fact that Purdue White really struggled with a few of those fights on the attack. But Purdue White did a fantastic job on defense in that match.
And we have Dill with the play of the game. Look at them go.
I don't want to take credit for it, but I was the one that told Dill to swap to Brig, and look how it turned out. But phenomenal.
Are you gonna become the new coach?
You know, maybe I should. Do you think I should become the Purdue White coach?
I think you should become the Purdue White coach.
Well, I do think we were promised a post-game interview from Squelks if he remembers. So let me message Squelks real quick and see if they want to come on in.
Is it time for my post-game interview?
It is time for your post-game interview. I didn't even get a chance to message you.
So what y'all think? Did I cook or no?
You did phenomenal. You did fantastic.
Wow. I am blushing.
There was several moments during that game that your sleeps on Ana made a huge difference maker. There was this several sleeps. Well, yeah, there was a sleep on the Sigma in that last map. And then there were several sleeps on the Doom on King's Row that just
I love sleeping Doom phase.
That was phenomenal. You shut down all of his value. And
that Nano Blade at the end there felt great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The sleep on the
That
Nano Blade. Really. I will say the you hit a fantastic sleep on the Nano Blade, and then Dill popped Rally and woke him up. And I don't know if waking up the Genji, even if it was for a stun, was a good idea, but it worked out for you guys. So
hey, we won the team fight.
You did. You absolutely did win the team fight. I think that Dill died for it, but
I did feel terrible when the Sigma ulted Dill and our Reaper. I felt like it was a movie, and my villain was like, "You have to choose. You can save one." And just in the moment, I healed Reaper, and Dill got punished for it. Sadly.
Absolutely, yeah, that's all right. It happens. So I do want to ask. I've been told that you guys have not had a lot of chances to play together, but I felt like you were able to play.
Have never played together.
Not at all. Not once.
No, this is our first time playing together as a team. Was the first game.
How did you feel like the vibes were the cohesion between the team?
Now this might be self-glazed, but I I walked into that room like these were my best friends of 10 years. I talked to these people like this was my group chat. And I think it worked. We had some giggling, we had some goofing and gaffing. I think that upped the team synergy.
That's fantastic.
We got there pretty quick.
That's great. Now I do also want to ask. So me and Viper were obviously in full steam for Purdue White the whole time, but in map 3, you guys really struggled with the AU Wonks on Colosseo. What is there like something in particular that you felt fell apart in that
game?
map. That
That game, I don't know. I felt like I was frying every game, low key. That Iari play, I felt so auralicious.
oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
But yeah, I think that game we kind of just let those DPS run our pockets a little bit. That Kiri was getting a whole lot of value with the Suzu. It was really annoying me as Iari because I just couldn't pop ult until she ripped the Suzu.
I saw you guys ban Kiriko, and I actually I didn't get
That was
a chance
all
to see
me.
all that. That was all you.
That was
Okay, I
me.
was like, there's got to be something going on there because I
They
didn't.
said, "Oh, who do we ban? Kiriko.
Kiriko, get her outta
I
here."
want her gone."
That's fantastic.
Do you want to pull Dill into the VC?
Sure. I don't have admin. Wait,
I don't
can
have
go,
him.
I
I
can
don't
go
have
say
admin
that.
either. Do you have it, BL?
I do not. Don't think I do.
I got him.
Got him. All right.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Well,
It's going great. How's casting?
It's going fantastic. How does it feel to have won the first map almost so flawlessly?
Feels pretty good. I mean, this was White Team's really first match together as a team. Some of our availabilities are a little everywhere, which just got to work with on a college sort of team. But I felt like the vibes and energy were really high today, and just getting that win is gonna like set precedent for the rest of the season.
That's fantastic. So, what if I had to press you, what is the thing that you felt like you guys did best today, and what's the thing that you're gonna need to take away from to work on for your next map?
Yeah, I feel like White Team today, we were really able to just work off each other. So whether that was in King's Row using Orisa plus another ult. So I think we used like Orisa and Reaper ult, or even just like communicating with using on up rig there on Route 66. I feel like we communicated well during pregame about what we wanted to ban, and we sort of just went from there. Going forward, I feel like one of the things that we could work on is maybe mid game comms. So I know a few times I've worked with a few teams in the Purdue Overwatch club, and we often talk about ultimate usage post fights. I feel like we weren't talking about that too much. I feel like that's something that if we talk about, say, calling out which ultimates are on the board, which ults been used last fight, I feel like that could definitely help us realize what plays we can make on what fights.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure that everybody was aware when Ariel was active, so they would let
That's
me know
true.
when that Suzu popped.
Squawks was very good at communicating a Lari ult.
I mean,
I love Ariel.
that's totally true for any team needs to work on that. I do want to point out the fact that you did a phenomenal job of holding those beats for the perfect time to use them against enemy ults. So I know that at the very least you had a good counter inside your head of what ults were active. So I just want to glaze you a little bit on that aspect. That I thought that was very good.
I will say on
Lucio's
King's
more than
Row,
their-
it was
go ahead,
pretty.
Squawks.
Sorry, it was pretty clear on King's Row. They walked up and I was like, "Oh my God, we're cooked." And then a life saving, like Mercy in the cinematic, was reaching her hand out to me. The beat
Let's
came
break
out,
it down.
and then we killed their whole team. And then their Lucio just ripped this chopped beat. Like
I do remember that. I remember commenting on that too.
Like it was clear. Like yeah, I commented how our beat was locked in and their beat was geek.
All right.
I think I was coming back from falling off the map, so I really had to pull something out there. And
Yeah.
it was kind of like the perfect scenario, but also I was trying to save ults for those fights where they're just popping an ult, and we quickly gotta try to counter that with Lucio beat.
Yeah, both you and LTW I think fell off the map in that
We did,
map,
yeah.
which is a little embarrassing, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little funny.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on and talking and for joining the stream, and we hope we wish you the best of luck on your next map.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. I hope you can commentate one of our games again.
Absolutely, we would love to.
Yes, just letting y'all know we're going undefeated this season.
Oh yeah,
Undefeated?
undefeated.
Undefeated.
Well,
Yeah.
we will
I
have to
believe
hold you
that
to
with
that.
how you guys played today.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see.
All right, signing off. Have a good night, you guys.